Just one day after a consumer court delivered a landmark verdict against Maruti Suzuki in India's first major E20 fuel dispute, the company has hit back. Hi, I'm Nupur and you are watching Control Z, your cheat code to navigating adulthood. So, Maruti Suzuki has announced that it will challenge the Raipur consumer court order which directed the automaker to replace a customer's Grand Vitara Hybrid with a new E20 compatible vehicle or refund the full cost of the SUV. The company says the court's conclusion is flawed and insists that the vehicle in question was already compatible with E20 Petrol. That announcement is important because it means this case is far from over. Instead of becoming a settled precedent, the dispute is now likely to move to a higher legal forum, where larger questions about E20 fuel compatibility, manufacturer responsibility, and consumer rights could be examined again. Well, according to the company, its investigation found evidence of fuel contamination in the customer's vehicle. Maruti says the problem experienced by the owner were caused by contaminated fuel rather than E20 fuel itself or any defect in the vehicle. The company also maintains that Grand Vitara strong hybrid involved in the case was already certified to run on E20 fuel. Now that directly contradicts the conclusion reached by the Consumer Commission. Now here's the background. Earlier this week, the District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission in Raipur ruled in favor of a Grand Vitara owner who claimed his SUV developed repeated problems after using E20 petrol. According to the complaint, the vehicle allegedly suffered stalling, misfiring, reduced mileage, and performance issues. The owner argued that repeated visits to authorized service centers failed to permanently resolve the problem. The commission accepted the consumer's argument and ordered Maruti Suzuki either to provide a new E20 compatible replacement vehicle or refund more than 20 lakh rupees, including the vehicle price, registration charges, and insurance cost. Additional compensation was also awarded for mental distress and litigation expenses. Now, the ruling immediately attracted national attention because it was widely seen as India's first major legal test of the country's E20 fuel program. And that's where the story becomes much bigger than just one customer and one SUV. India has aggressively expanded the use of E20 petrol as part of its ethanol blending program. The government says higher ethanol blending helps reduce crude oil import, improves energy security, and supports farmers by creating demand for agricultural feedstock used in ethanol production. But some motorists have continued to raise concerns about compatibility, mileage, and long-term engine performance, especially in older vehicles. Automakers and the government have consistently maintained that approved E20 compatible vehicles can safely run on the fuel. The challenge for consumers is that most drivers cannot easily determine whether a problem is caused by the fuel quality, vehicle design, maintenance issues, or something else entirely. And that is precisely why this case matters. The legal dispute is no longer simply about whether one Grand Vitara developed problems. It is about who bears the responsibility when a consumer experiences issues after using a fuel that is rapidly becoming the default option at petrol stations across India. For now, the court has sided with the consumer. Maruti Suzuki is now asking a higher court to take a different view. So what should vehicle owners do? See, if you own a vehicle and are concerned about E20 compatibility, check your vehicle's manual for the manufacturer's fuel recommendations. Verify whether your vehicle has been certified for E20 use. Keep records of fuel purchases and service visits if you experience recurring issues. Report persistent problems to authorized service centers and obtain written documentation. Because as this case shows, documentation may become critical if a dispute ever reaches a consumer court. The appeal process will now determine whether the Raipur ruling remains a landmark victory for consumers or becomes the beginning of a much larger debate over India's transition to E20 fuel.